Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right now. Y'all be trying to figure men out like it's rocket science, but I'm gonna break this thing down in plain, simple English. You want to know the truth. Men are actually easy. I mean, real easy. A man ain't never been hard to understand. We respond to attention, affection, and a woman who knows what she's doing. And if you ever wanted to drive a man absolutely wild, you got to know where to kiss him. Not just anywhere. I'm talking the type of places that make him stop breathing for a second and ask himself, Lord have mercy, what did I do to deserve this woman? Confidence matters more than the kiss itself because energy is the first thing a man feels before your lips ever touch his skin. A lot of women think technique is everything, but let me tell you something real. A man responds to the vibe you carry. If you walk toward him acting unsure, hesitant, or questioning yourself, he's gonna feel that hesitation in every single kiss you give. But when you step to him like a woman who knows she is wanted, knows she is powerful, and knows she is worth every ounce of attention he gives, that confidence is what sets the whole moment on fire. Men don't fall for perfection. We fall for presence, and presence comes from confidence. It's in the way you breathe, the way you touch, the way you decide to lean and like you belong right there in that moment. That energy speaks louder than any move you make. Confidence shows up in the way you take your time. When a woman is sure of herself, she doesn't rush. She lets her actions speak slowly, deliberately, making him feel every second of her attention. Men love that. A confident woman doesn't kiss like she's asking for permission. She kisses like she's making a statement. She's saying, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I know you feel it. That assurance hits a man differently. It sparks something deep in him, something primal, something that tells him he's with a woman who brings out a side of him he usually keeps locked away. Confidence has a way of lowering a man's guard. It makes him relax. It makes him open up. It makes him give more of himself to the moment without even thinking twice. When you carry confidence, your touch changes, your lips feel intentional, your hands move with purpose. Even the way you look at him between kisses has weight. A man can get lost in that. He starts reading your eyes, following your movements, responding to your rhythm, because your confidence becomes the lead he naturally wants to follow. Men admire a woman who moves like she knows her own value. It's attractive. It's magnetic. It draws him in without you having to do anything extra. You don't have to perform. You don't have to exaggerate. You don't have to pretend. Real confidence is quiet, powerful, and undeniable. A confident woman also creates an atmosphere that makes the man feel chosen. And let me tell you, men love to feel chosen. That's what ignites him when he feels that your focus is on him, that your energy is centered, that you are present and connected. His whole body reacts. A kiss from a confident woman isn't just physical. It's emotional, mental, and spiritual all at once. It makes a man feel like he's in the hands of someone who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to express it. That feeling drives him wild. It stays with him long after the moment is over. Confidence isn't something you wear, it's something you radiate. And when you kiss a man from that place, he feels every bit of it. Men love intentional touch because intention is what separates an ordinary moment from an unforgettable one. A kiss by itself is simple, but the way you give it can change everything. When a woman touches a man with intention, she sends a message that goes deeper than the kiss. She's saying, I'm here, I'm focused, and I'm connected with you. That kind of presence hits a man's mind and body at the same time. Men aren't always great at it, expressing their emotions, but they feel everything through touch. A deliberate, slow, thoughtful kiss can speak louder than any words you could ever say to him. It tells him he's wanted, he's appreciated, and he's worth slowing down for. That alone can drive him absolutely wild. There's a strength in slowness. When you take your time, you build anticipation, and anticipation is a man's weakness. Most men lie fast, fast decisions, fast reactions, fast thoughts. So when a woman comes into his world and slows everything down with a gentle, intentional kiss, it throws him off balance in the best way. It makes him pay attention. It forces him to feel instead of think. A slow kiss on the neck, the ear, or any sensitive spot sends waves through him because you're not just touching skin, you're touching nerves that lead straight to emotion. And a man who feels emotionally awakened becomes more responsive, more vulnerable, and more connected to you. Intentional touch also shows confidence and control, two things men admire more than they will ever admit. When you kiss a man with purpose, he knows you're not just reacting, you're leading. You're guiding the moment. You're telling him that you understand what you're doing and you're doing it because you want to, not because you feel obligated. That kind of energy is powerful. It makes a man lean into you. It makes him follow your pace, your rhythm, your movement, because intentional touch has a natural authority behind it. It says, relax, let me take care of this moment. And trust me, a man will surrender to that every single time. Even the smallest intentional touches matter. The way your hand rests on his chest while you kiss him. The way you slide your fingers up the back of his neck. The way your lips pause for a second, letting him feel your breath before you continue. Those little things make a man lose focus on everything else around him. That is the power of intention. It makes every kiss feel meaningful, personal, and unforgettable. Men don't want someone who is just going through the motions. They want someone who makes the moment feel real, someone who chooses them with every touch. A kiss filled with intention becomes a memory. It stays in his mind long after it's over because it wasn't rushed, it wasn't empty, and it wasn't random. It was deliberate. It was powerful. It was something he could feel down to his core. And that's exactly what drives him wild. The neck, ears, and lower abdomen are some of the most sensitive ignite zones on a man's body because they hold a combination of nerves, emotion, and vulnerability that he doesn't usually show. Men walk around acting tough, strong, and unshakable, but the moment a woman touches or kisses these areas with intention, all that armor starts to fall off. These are places he rarely pays attention to himself, and that's what makes them powerful. When a woman kisses him on the neck, she's hitting a part of him that reacts instantly. The nerves there are connected straight to his spine, and the warmth of your breath sends a signal through his whole body. It's not just attraction, it's instinct. He feels it before he can think about it. A kiss on the neck doesn't ask permission. It takes control of his senses. The ears hold a different kind of power. That spot right behind the ear, where your lips land softly, is one of the most unexpectedly sensitive places a man has. It's intimate, it's personal, it's a place that whisper-level touches can set off an entire chain reaction of desire. That area is close to his jawline, close to his pulse, and close to where he lets his guard down. When your lips brush his skin there, you're telling him without words that you want him, that you're tuned into his body, and that you're not afraid to explore the places that catch him off guard. A gentle kiss behind the ear, followed by a warm breath or a soft whisper, can make a man's knees weaken. It goes beyond the physical. It taps into his emotional side, the part of him that craves closeness, even if he never says it out loud. Then there's the lower abdomen, the spot just above the waistline that drives men wild without you even needing to go further. This area is filled with anticipation because it's close to the places he guards and protects. When you kiss him there, you're teasing him in the best way possible. You're letting him feel desire build inch by inch without giving him everything at once. Men don't just react physically to this, they react mentally. That kiss tells him you're in control of the moment. It tells him you know exactly what you're doing. It sends a message that you're confident, bold, and connected to his body in a way that makes him completely surrender to the moment. He becomes more responsive, more attentive, and more drawn into you. These ignite zones work because they combine sensitivity with emotion. Men may act like they're all logic and toughness, but these spots remind them that they're human, that they crave softness, closeness, and desire just like anyone else. When a woman knows how to touch and kiss these areas, she's speaking to parts of him he didn't even realize needed attention. It makes him feel wanted, chosen, awakened. The neck, the ears, and the lower abdomen aren't just physical triggers. They're emotional invitations that pull him deeper into the moment, making every kiss feel powerful and unforgettable. Anticipation is one of the strongest forces in intimacy because it builds a kind of tension that a man feels long before you even touch him. Most people rush moments thinking faster means better, but the truth is the space before the kiss often carries more power than the kiss itself. When you take your time, when you let the moment breathe, when you pull back just a little before giving him what he wants, that anticipation drives him absolutely wild. Men are naturally wired to chase, to pursue, to lean into what they desire. And when you build anticipation the right way, you awaken that instinct inside of him. You're not just kissing him, you're creating a slow burn that raises his heartbeat, sharpens his focus, and pulls his attention deeper into you. The beautiful thing about anticipation is that it turns a simple moment into an experience. When you move slow, when you let your lips hover near his skin, when you tease him with a whisper or a gentle touch, you're activating his imagination. And let me tell you something real. A man's imagination is powerful. When he starts wondering what you're going to do next, when he feels that little spark of uncertainty mixed with desire, you've already won. He becomes more tuned into you, more aware of your every movement, more responsive to your touch. Anticipation makes him present in a way everyday life never does. He's not thinking about stress, responsibilities, or distractions. He's thinking about you, where your lips will land next, how soft your touch will feel, and how long he can stand the teasing before he loses control. Every little pause becomes a statement. When you kiss his neck and linger there for a second without moving, he feels the heat of your breath before your lips return, and that alone can make him shiver. When you glide your lips near his ear, but don't touch immediately, letting him wait for it, his whole body reacts. That's the magic of anticipation. It teaches him to feel every moment instead of rushing through it. Men aren't used to slowing down, so when a woman introduces that stillness mixed with desire, it throws him off balance in the most intoxicating way. It makes him feel something deep and instinctive, something that wakes up the part of him that rarely gets touched. Anticipation is also a form of communication. You're telling him without words, I'm in control of this moment. I'm leading, and you're going to enjoy every second of it. That confidence is magnetic. Men love when a woman takes her time because it shows she's comfortable, present, and sure of herself. Slow movements tell him that you're savoring him, not rushing to get somewhere else. That alone can make a man melt. The way you pull back slightly before leaning in again, the way you kiss him softly, then pause, the way you let silence speak for you, all of it builds intensity he can't ignore. And the best part is that anticipation leaves him wanting more. It makes him crave your touch before you even give it. It turns desire into a slow wave that keeps building moment after moment until he can't hold still. Anticipation isn't about withholding. It's about heightening the entire experience, making every kiss feel deeper, stronger, and unforgettable. This is what drives a man wild long before things even reach their peak. Reading his body language is one of the most powerful skills a woman can have, because a man's body will always tell the truth even when his mouth stays quiet. Men aren't always verbal about what they like, what they want, or what drives them wild, but their reactions say everything. When you pay attention to the way he breathes, the way he leans in, the way his hands move, or the way his eyes soften, you learn exactly how to guide the moment. Understanding his body language creates a deeper connection because it shows him that you're tuned in, present, and fully aware of his responses. That kind of attention makes a man feel seen in a way he doesn't experience often. It tells him you're not just kissing him, you're listening to him without him having to speak. A man's breath is one of